What's up, honeys? It's KingBritneyChanel, and I'm back with more updates on this NBA Youngboy Money Yaya situation, honey. So Kodak decided that he was gonna give his 2 cents about the whole situation, and NBA Youngboy was not happy about none of it, honey. We gonna get into all that, but before we do, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on not a moment of any new uploads or videos. And I hope y'all enjoy my commentary on this. Alright, y'all, don't miss out on my latest videos. Like I said, hit the notification bell. So let's get into the honey for today's tea. If you're new to my channel, the honey for the tea represents Yahweh, the Most High, God's truth, his promises, and how we can apply those situations or that outlook on real life situations. On this channel, I talk about, entertainment, news. I give my views on the news. So oftentimes on this channel, I don't look at celebrities in a idolatry type of way. I look at it and look at their situations and how can we learn from the situations and apply it to our real lives. You feel me? So basically, y'all, Kodak decided to speak on this old NBA Youngboy and Money Yaya situation. And it's crazy because I'm like, what in the ratchet is going on here that he was able to speak on this situation? Number one, because he's where he's at. He know he don't have no business with no phone or being privy to, everything that's going on. I don't know. Maybe somebody could have told him, one of his people on the outside could have told him, and he could have, told him, hey, post this for me, because people do that too. So Kodak said the H they mean fully cooperated, LOL. They ain't say a little piece, B. They said fully, B, LOL. Anyways, man, that word ain't even supposed to be attached to your name at NBA Youngboy. And he said, D, little bruh, don't do that little girl like that, man. Don't do that little girl like that. I mean, he says, he's where he's at. I'm paraphrasing here. But this ish got it looking like if it was some other ish, you'll tell something. This ish make like you, honey, this ain't me. This is how he wrote that. Y'all look at that. Like you was scared them people was gonna try to what? I guess get him jammed up with something. So you scream. That ain't the drip, man. You know we don't holler at them people. None of them ends in his. What? With you, could have talked to them folks before you did, cause you don't know ish. Shaking my head where your coach was at NBA Youngboy. Shaking my head. I see I'ma have to write you a letter and tie your shoes for you, little bruh. Free, and it say, as Zodak read. So I don't know what it was going on with that, baby, but it was just a hot rickety mess with this whole situation. I gave y'all my full opinion on the whole situation, and I felt like this whole situation with Money Yaya running around messing with NBA Youngboy was too much. Like it just really was getting real. When you start to have that picture that you don't want to have on the internet, honey, that mug, it has gone too far. Okay, anywhere where you have to take that lace wig off and you cannot be full glam, you have gone too far. Okay, that's just me personally. Like I would, back in my day when I was, younger than what I was, because I'm still young, I was like, no, ain't no way, boo. Sorry. But anyway, y'all, NBA went off. He was on live, honey. He had his little cig puffing in the camera and was like, you talking about this girl right here? You referring to my wife? I was like, oh my gosh, he done elevated this whole situation, because now, baby, he done referred to this girl as his wife. Now, those of us that know, shout out to all of my supporters and people that watch my channel And ladies, y'all know, once a dude start, fully claiming a young lady like that, that's when stuff really start escalating, because now all of the validation that she was looking for, now she, in her mind, she got it. Because before, everybody used to laugh, joke, about Money Yaya. They used to be like, oh, she just another one of them girls that want to be around him and the rest of that and all kind of stuff. But him publicly getting on his live saying, you talking about my wife? You talking about my wife? I don't know if y'all seen it, but I couldn't even put it on here, honey, because he was going in too hard. There was so many cusses, and I was like, baby, I don't have time to be sitting there trying to bleep every single one of those out, honey. Every 5 seconds he was going in. But it was so crazy. Like, she was sitting behind him, honey, with that lace wig on, honey, the pink lace, pink, purple, or whatever color it is. It's a pastel. And she was looking like she was traumatized from the whole situation, honey, of probably having to go, if you ain't never had no mug or whatever, having to go through all of that. That's a traumatic situation, right? So he's sitting there in front of the camera, honey, going in on Kodak. Why he speaking on me from where he at? He yelling through his house for the dude 10. He's sitting there. First of all, the crazy part about this, number one, the crazy part was he was like, you talking about my wife? That was the crazy part, because he never referred to her as that before. The second crazy part was he started talking about I ain't never he basically was saying he never got no money from her or whatever. Like, and he ain't never, I guess, asked her for no money. She only bought him like 2 pair of shoes. And he was like, her BA daddy ain't paid for. I was like, what? Did he just call Floyd Mayweather, like, referring to her dad? And she just sitting there in the background, like, kind of just looking like she's not, like, it looked like she just was traumatized from everything that was going on. That's what I would say. But he's sitting there talking about her BA daddy ain't paid for whoop. He said, I paid for everything, his house or whatever. So I'm assuming that it was a lot of people that thought, Floyd was gonna throw them bands or them racks to get her, Money Yaya out of the situation. But I'm assuming that probably was him, NBA Youngboy, that probably got her on out of there and paid that. I think they were saying $30,000, paid the $30,000, and that's how she walked up out of there or whatever her amount was. He probably paid so that she was able to get up out of there like that. And honestly, I'm thinking, because y'all know how young people relationships sometimes be so dysfunctional. I'm thinking that he could have felt like, because she, used them sharp objects and was, jabbing or whatever, that she would really do a lot for him. You know how them hood dudes be. They think like, oh, you done proved your loyalty to like a certain level. So maybe that could have been the case, that, he felt like she would do anything for him after that. And so that's why he kind of maybe got up on there and validated her as, his wife. Who knows? But I definitely, honey, was sitting there looking at that live like, what in the world is going on here? If y'all have not seen the live, the Shade Room got it up. Honey, it's a whole bunch of memes coming out. People putting on pink, purple wigs, talking about, you talking about my wife? You talking about my wife? And I'm just like, why is it that at a time like this, all that's going on in the world, darling, all that's going on, you feel what I'm saying? People ain't going to work. They ain't going to school. They at their house, okay? It's a lot of people going through it. Why are people just so clown-like at a time like this? You would think, this is what I said in the video that I did yesterday about this whole Money Yaya situation. Like, you would think folks would be concerned about that, not this crazy, stupid stuff going on right here. Now, it's, to me, the only reason I spoke about it, because I wanted to show young women that this is not the route you really want to go, because you'll end up on an episode of For My Man or one of them shows that they have on them networks or whatever, where them girls, they be so in love with that hood dude that they get jammed up, and then they whole life be just down the drain. So that's why when I hear about these celeb situations, I don't be looking at these celebrities like, oh, these is role models, these is people that I look up to type of time. That's not me, because I already know what the real is. I speak on these situations because I know that the youth and different people in the community, their brain looks up to these people. They want to be like these people. That's what they aspire to. And it's a total waste of time. And I've made plenty of videos throughout the years where I talk about why, want to be famous and all of that stuff is a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. Anybody who ain't telling you that, they not telling you the real. It's a complete waste of time. So me speaking on this, or when I speak about these issues, a lot of people, they be speaking about this just to be talking like idly. I be speaking on it to hopefully stop that young person who thinking about going down this path, because this is not where it's at. This is, in my Tamar Braxton, this ain't hot. Okay, this is not hot. So honey, he was, I don't know, like, and I guess he was responding to that, and the other dude who, I think his name is Jackboy or whoever, who was on, he was on his live going in and all this other stuff. Y'all know how them rappers do, like one say this, another say that. They was going back and forth, honey. I think that dude had mentioned how, NBA had gifts you don't want to receive and spreading them about and all the rest of that stuff. And he kind of was, talking about people stealing Nikes and the rest of that stuff. Folks is broke, ain't got no money. That's the classic BLK community type of foolishness that be going on, right? All this is going on, like I said, in the world. All of this is going on. Okay, people is not going to work, they not going to school. People trying to figure out what their next move gonna be for their livelihood and the rest of that stuff. And folks is going back and forth. Like the stuff that was going on Instagram during this whole type of time is a clear indication on why certain communities is not out here winning. This is a pure example of this. Okay, but I make these videos for people so that, like I said, they don't have to go down this road with all this foolishness that these folks do. And it's just to give real life examples of why certain stuff it should not be acceptable, why this is not the the right move or whatever. And somebody had left a comment on my other video yesterday like, oh, this is not biblical times or whatever. I don't know what they talking about, but the word of the Most High God it remains the same. It never changes. It's the same. Jesus is the same today, tomorrow. He's the same. He remains consistent. So the same words that they was told, the same spiritual law that was told that you're supposed to be following, he hasn't changed from what he said. The Most High is unfailing. The Most High God is consistent. He never changed. Meaning that just because you ain't listening then, your forefathers ain't listening then, they're not, the people that is the offspring of that, they ain't listening now. And this is why the world is so jacked up the way that it is, because y'all don't listen to nothing. Y'all ain't got it together as of yet, and you still ain't listening to nothing. Everything shut down, they still not listening to nothing with this foolishness going on here. So that tells you the mindset is messed up in the people. That really tells you how messed up the mindset is. Like as if what he said in the biblical times ain't applied to now. If your forefathers would have listened then, you wouldn't have all of the stuff that you going through now. That's why I'm telling you this is a level of what I'm about to say for people that know. If you in the world, a lot of stuff that I say is you're not gonna understand because you in the world. You get what I'm saying? That's why when Yeshua, he spoke in parables, a lot of times some people didn't understand because if you're in the world, you're not gonna understand heavenly messages all the time. Like it has to be applied simply sometimes to talk to people that's still in the world and they still living how they want to live. You feel what I'm saying? So just to simplify it, Yahshua never changed. Or you may call him Jesus. Joshua never changed. He's the most consistent, unfailing, just loyal. I can't even, like, there's so many names or titles that the Most High God has that I can't even, like, express in this one video. But he's not flawed like your everyday people. He's perfection. So with that being said, everything that he told you then was the truth, and it's still the truth today. It has not changed. So I don't know what them folks is talking about, but it's a clear indication that the whole world shut down right now and people still talking stupid stuff and mindset has not changed. That shows you that it don't matter. It's some people is just real stubborn. You feel what I'm saying? With this whole NBA situation, it tells you that people is still stubborn and still have not woken up to what's the real implications of what's going on. Y'all, it's just sad. People have gone on to the glory, and you got folks talking about who broke, who don't have this, arguing back and forth on live. You know, you heard me, all this other crazy stuff that was going on. And it's just sad. And people, it's just, from the comments, you could see who really is the lost ones. You could really see who is lost at this time. Like, if you ain't seeking Elohim at this point and all this is going on, you really are just, I'm gonna have to say, you have to be lost at this point. Because if a lot of stuff wasn't clear to you in the past couple of years, it should be clear currently, now that there's so much uncertainty and stuff like that in the systems that you trust in, and the rest of that is falling away. So I'm just not gonna go any further into that, but I had to address that, honey. Yeshua is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. That's me getting it fully correct, but I had to address that because I was like, seeing some of the comments, I was like, oh baby, some of these folks is, ooh baby, they lost. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this whole NBA Youngboy situation and the Money Yaya situation. I think now that he has fully claimed her, now it's going to further escalate this situation. And I don't know, maybe her parents could have told her something or whatever, like they could have been, pleading for her, and she just doing her own thing. Because the dude, when he got up there talking about I ain't never got no money from her BA daddy or whatever, I was like, how you just disrespecting somebody's dad like that? And she sitting back and just looking all, I don't know what she was going through, y'all. Clear that it's definitely something deeper going on here, because if you look at NBA Youngboy, the way he is just always so rash and I would say very vulgar when he talks, that seems to be a spirit and an off spirit there. And so I'm just gonna pray for the young lady and the young man, because like I said, that whole industry is just it's a lot, y'all. And I know that no parent would like to see their daughter in no situation like this. I have not met not one parent that just said, I want my daughter to be in a dysfunctional situation such as the one we looking at unfold right before our eyes, honey. And I feel like this is worse than some of the other young ladies that he been in these dysfunctional relationships with, because it has escalated, y'all. It has really escalated from what we have seen in the media as of yesterday, honey. And who knows what else, is to come from this situation. But I'm just praying that, the Lord allows her to make it out and allows her to overcome this situation. Leave your thoughts about this in the comment section below, and I will see y'all soon on the next video. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.